What's up, y'all? As you can see on the cover and title, the thumbnail, thumbnail and title, that this will be about the most forgotten cars in CSR2. Part 1. I will do a part 2, and I'm going to be doing this video from lowest tier to the highest tier. And I'm going to look for the most forgotten cars. So, let's get to it. So starting off, as you can see, it's one of the faster tier 1 cars in the game. The Ford Fiesta ST is one of the most forgotten cars in the game. Well, really in tier 1, honestly. Tier 5 will get a little bit more interesting. I try my best to remember all the cars, honestly. I don't know why, but I just do. But, you know, tier 5 will most certainly refresh people's memory. But people besides new users, you know, if you've already finished all 3 Tempests, then the Ford Fiesta ST, you've most certainly forgotten about. So, yeah. That's about it for that car. The next car after that is the Hyundai Veloster Turbo. That car is pretty forgotten as well. You know, I don't really see, nobody really drives it. I mean, that doesn't prove anything, but I'm just saying, you know. As well as the Mini Cooper S, another car that a lot of you have forgotten about. I already know. So let's get to tier 2. So the first car in tier 2 that's the most forgotten is the Alpine A110. Now look, even new users don't really know about this car and has probably never heard of Alpine itself before, but it's, you know, as you can see, this car is incredibly unknown to a lot of people. It took me a little while to find out what kind of, you know, what car this is and everything. I didn't know what the A symbol meant until I looked it up one day, and I found out for myself that this is the Alpine A110, and it's actually one of the better tier 2 cars in the game. And coming right behind the Alpine A110 is the Lotus Exige LF1, another forgotten car, as well as the Mercedes A45 AMG. Now look, if it weren't for collections, this would probably still be pretty forgotten, but before collections was even a thing, this car was super unknown. It took me a little while in the game to find out what the A45 AMG was. So, a second though, I should also, this reminds me of the tier 1 one, CSR Racing. That one's pretty forgotten as well. But let's move on to tier 3. So as you probably expected, from here on up, there are a lot of forgotten tier 3 cars, including the Alfa Romeo Giulia Quattrofoglio. So yeah, this is a pretty unknown car. It's very unknown. As well as the LB RS5 Coupe. You know, not a lot of people, there's a lot of people that don't like this car as well, and it's just been forgotten about. I have the car, but here and there I forget about it. So the next one is the 2022 M3 Touring. I have this car. I don't remember how I got in the game. Maybe because of a crew championship, or maybe it was a support gift for free. But after this got in the game, it was just forgotten about. You know, I have this car, but no upgrades are on it. Forgot all about it. I'll be honest with you. But one day when I started playing the game and I seen it, I was just like, oh, you know, unexpected. And yeah, 2022 M3 Touring competition is one of them. Very unfortunate. The next one is the C63 AMG Coupe 507 and the Nissan Silvia S15. The Silvia, of course, people know about this after you win Kayaya's car or lose it. I don't know, but the original Silvia S15 is pretty forgotten. Same with the Ferrari California. A lot of people forgot about this. It's not really as well known as it was before. The Label Motorsports Camaro is another forgotten car, as well as Ashley CLA 45 AMG. And after the CLA 45 AMG, the Local Motors Rally Fighter, and the Tier 3 GR Supra as well. These are all forgotten cars. People see the GR Supra more as a Tier 5 car. The M4 Coupe is also pretty forgotten. And the Porsche Cayman GT4. And as well as the Subaru BRZ Rocket Bunny. So those are all forgotten. You know, I think it pretty much makes sense to me, as well as the Cayman GT4, Salzburg. I certainly forgot about some of those cars as well. In this one, I saw this one because of collections. Another forgotten car that I, pretty much didn't go to because it wasn't there was the Corvette. But first, the Mustang GT right here. It got in the game. 5 gold star, Tier 3 car. People are worried about it at first. Now they aren't. And the Kia Stinger GT. But the Corvette Grand Sport convertible is also pretty forgotten. But it's not in the Tier 3 section for some reason. I didn't see it when I was scrolling through while making this video, so I'm just going to say it. Of course, the Corvette Grand Sport convertible and the Kia Stinger GT right here. So these are all the forgotten Tier 3 cars. It's pretty much all of them. And I'll see you in Tier 4. So now Tier 4. First of all is the 2020 Corvette Stingray, the Tier 4 one, of course. People now see it more as a Tier 5 car because of the one in Elite Customs. The Elite Tuners car, the Tier 5 one. So yeah, people see that and not really this one as much anymore. And the Rocket Bunny Corvette Stingray. It started off as a Tier 5 car in the game, but then they changed it. So, and then the next car is the Maserati Ghibli. The Maserati Ghibli is one of the slower Tier 4 cars anyway. So, just let me get to it. Yeah, here it goes right here. Sorry about that. I had a group chat of friends calling me. So, the Maserati Ghibli was another forgotten car in Csr2. It's also pretty slow. The 1966 Ford hold on, I hate when it does that. The 1966 Ford GT40 Mark II number 1 is also another one. This is the non-Legends version of just the 1966 Ford GT40. The Subaru WRX STI. Hold on. The LB Nissan GTR R35 Premium was another one. This is also a slower Tier 4 car in the game, but it's been forgotten for a while now. I have the car myself, but in the worst color possible. It would be nice to have this car actually be good, because look, they could give the car Elite Customs, which I doubt they would ever do for this car. But it would be real nice, have it run a good 10 seconds in the 1/2 mile. The next one is, let's see, this SLS AMG. The Corvette Stingray Z06 as well is another forgotten car. Yeah. I don't have a lot to say about that. The next one, Nissan GTR Nismo R35 and the Ferrari F50. Yeah, the Ferrari F50. Now, Donna's F50 isn't the forgotten car. It's the original Ferrari F50, the 4 gold star Ferrari F50. It's crazy because look at that. This looks just like Donna's F50, which I don't know why they would allow the same paint to go on this one. But hey, it's whatever. I don't even have the regular F50. I only have Donna's F50. Yes, the Mustang Dark Horse. I don't have much to say about it, but people barely know about this car, so it's pretty unknown, not really forgotten. I have the car as well as the Mustang HPE 750, which is right next to it. That's another forgotten car. Now, let me tell you something about this car, and I've always wanted the original HPE 750 since it's run a 10-second, 1/2 mile, and it's better than Kurt's Mustang. After not winning Kurt's Mustang the second time, I used to say to myself, don't worry, there's a better HPE 750 in the game. And, I used to just want it really badly. It would still be nice for me to have this car. But after Kurt's Mustang got in the game, I just fell in love once again. And I was just like, you know what? It would still be nice to have the original HPE 750 in the game. But Kurt's, I got to get that one. You know what I mean? So yeah, the Mustang HPE 750. Another forgotten car. The Mustang Mach-E GT Performance Edition. It hasn't been in the game that long, but not a lot of people know about this car either. So that's another thing. The Infiniti Project Black S. It's okay to forget about this car. It's the only Infiniti in the game, and I have this car as well. And I don't remember it all the time. And yeah, I know it's just forgotten, unfortunately. But it is a pretty good car, though. Can't argue with that one. And the next one is that Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution Final Edition. Now, this is an elite tuner's car, but it's pretty much forgotten about. Not everyone knows about this car, especially newer users. You can't really claim this for free until you get to rank 30, but that's it. The Ferrari Purosangue is another one that's pretty unknown. It also hasn't been in the game that long, but I believe it was a crew championship car. So the Ferrari Purosangue. I believe that's it. Well, besides the Rocket Bunny RX-8 and the Hyundai Ioniq 5N, I believe that would be it. I've got the Rocket Bunny RX-8. It came from a Rocket Bunny event, and it was a prize car. So they need to bring that back this year, Rocket Bunny event, so I could win me another prize car using Rocket Bunny cars. The Ioniq 5N right there. DBX 707 is pretty unknown as well. Same with the M4 CSL. Grand Cherokee Trackhawk. It's not really forgotten, but yeah, pretty unknown for a car. The Sylvia S15 Rocket Bunny. Easy car to forget about. In the beginning of the game, I used to mistake this car for the Mazda Rocket Bunny RX-7. But hey, that was the old me. And the Alfa Romeo Giulia GTA M. Another forgotten car. in the game. And I believe that's it. Wait, no. The TVR Cigaris. Now, look, let me tell you something about the TVR Cigaris. I used to have this car back on my other Csr2 account when I had Kurtz's Mustang as well. This car and Kurtz's Mustang, I used to just race those two in live racing all the time. They were two of my favorites. But the TVR Cigaris, it used to be just the gold star version. No, the purple. Sorry. It used to be just the purple star version. And it's a live racing beast. I used to cook people. I have the gold star version right now. But yeah, man, that car was insane back then. But it's a pretty forgotten. As well as the Rocket Bunny NSX. This was also a Rocket Bunny event prize car. And yeah, that's going to be it. So in the next video, I'll just do Tier 5, the forgotten Tier 5 cars. And I'll see y'all in the next video.